Hello guys, how clean is this chart? Doesn't your market chart look so clean that it seems obvious we should sell here? If we had bought here, then sold here, and then bought again here, we would have made a huge profit. But in reality, in the live market, we can't see the future. We have to work in the present. Not because we can see the future. Here, the future is shown to you. So it feels like, yes, we could have sold here and made a good profit. But if you're a trader and you've done any training, in the live market, we can only see one candle at a time. We have no idea whether it's going to go down or up. So most people use the EMA. They use the EMA to take entries. So in this context, I'm going to share a strategy with you about how you can take entries. How are you? You can re-enter, how you can execute, how you can work for profit, and where you should set your stop loss. So let's get started. First, we need to add the indicator. Here we'll search for,
eBay.
here it is, moving average. All right, we'll add this twice. Now we'll go into the MA setup. First, let's make this line a bit darker. And its length, we'll change it from 9 to 21. Then we'll go to the second EMA, the 9 form. Its length, we'll change it to 7. And we'll also adjust its color a bit and set it to black. All right. So that's our EMA setup. It's a really easy setup. Now, what do we need to do here? This EMA line right here. The 21 EMA, this one, and the 7 EMA. All right. So we see these two lines here. So how do we take an entry on this? What we need to do is for the small EMA, meaning the 7 EMA, is it is above the large EMA, meaning above the 21 EMA. If it crosses the 21 EMA from the side, suppose this is our 21 EMA. All right, the black one is the 7 EMA. As soon as it crosses this, then we shouldn't take an entry here. This is where most people make mistakes. They take an entry as soon as the price crosses, and then they end up getting hit for real. We need to wait for a confirmation. All right, up to this point, it's clear. We've set up two EMAs, the 21 EMA and the 7 EMA. But we shouldn't make the mistake that most traders make at the crossover. They take an entry. We shouldn't take an entry here. So where should we actually enter? Look here carefully. It crossed right here, okay? Now we need to see a red candle, which means it's for the downside. If it's for a long position, what are we looking for? Right here, there's a red candle. It shouldn't be touching the EMA. There was a crossover right here. Here, a red control candle formed, but the red control should be a proper candle, where you can actually see some selling pressure. It's not like here. If I zoom in, as soon as I zoomed in on this layout, you'll see that it's not a proper candle. It's a doji candle. So what do we need? The candle should be proper. Now, as soon as there's a proper candle, 1 second, here in June, there's a proper one. This is a red candle. Here, you can see clearly that it's not touching it. All right, it's not touching it. There's actually a little bit of space between its EMIs. Now we have to wait for the next candle. Let the next standard complete. See, the green candle has completed, and as soon as it's under this, I'll check as well. So we'll take a long entry.
Okay.
But here, if you notice, its high hasn't been broken. Wait here. Since the high wasn't broken, our setup didn't form. And suppose if you had taken a cross here, see, you would have gotten pretty badly trapped here. If you had entered on the cross, your position would have ended up somewhere around here. That's the main point. Your stop loss would have been hit. That's why I told you not to take an entry on the cross. Here, the rule is simple, right? First, don't take a cross, and second, on the long side, there should be a red candle whose body shouldn't be touched. Alright, let the next candle close. If it crosses, then we'll take a long entry. For shorts, it's the opposite. Here, we'll go short. See, it crossed. Now what do we need to look for here? We need to check this here. So we'll zoom in on the green candle here. We found a green candle where the cross happened, so we won't consider this candle. We'll use this green candle for the concept. We've got the green candle. Now the next candle has formed. As soon as its low is broken, here, the low is broken, our entry is made. Alright, if you want to know how to manage your entry and property, in that I've shown how you can manage your risk and how you can increase your reward. So our entry is made here. Now the question is, where should we place the stop loss? We need to place it above the 21 EMA here. So as you can see, it came down in a pretty proper way, and we made a good profit here. And now we can do two things here. Either we go with a fixed approach, 1 is to 2, 1 is to 3. Either we go with a fixed target, like there, if 1 is to 2 or 1 is to 3 is achieved, then we exit. The second way is that we can trail it. It's about the 21 EMA. Like here, I am trailing it, so my exit will happen here. Let's look at one or two more examples. Look here. Here, there's a red candle. What happened here? There's a cross here, but touch the red candle. Now, let's move here, here, here. Didn't find it anywhere. This is a red candle, but it's an inverted hammer. So we won't consider this one. Then let's move on. And here's another candle. And here, as soon as the green candle is crossed, there's one more thing to pay attention to. After a red or green candle, we should only consider the next 2 or 3 candles at most. If we don't find an entry within these 2 or 3 candles, then we shouldn't take the entry. The setup has failed. All right, so let's keep going. Let's see, did we not get it here? We didn't get it here. Let's keep going. We didn't get it here properly either. It should have crossed here. Here we got an entry. It's a small candle, but we got an entry here. So from here, we can hold it. In the same way, you just have to keep watching where the conditions are forming. But there's a drawback to this too, if you noticed here. The drawback is that just like here, it gave a signal here as well after looking at it. But here, our SL, stop loss, got hit. So in 2021, there was also a drawback, but if you do it with a little attention, you can make a pretty good profit. However, there's another problem with it. You have to find it yourself, sit quietly and observe, and sometimes the timing goes to the market side. And what happens with timing is that we end up missing out on a good entry. So even in that condition. So is there a bit of a drawback? But you have to remember one thing for yourself. Where and how is this condition forming? Look here. Here, notice the clear identity. On Monday, there was a green candle first, and from here, selling pressure started to show. So here, our entry could be made. And here, let me also show you one drawback. Our entry was made here, right? Notice here, we are trailing it. So if we took entry here, then we almost 40 to 50 to 60% profit would be lost here if we exit early. That would happen. Look here. If you have it in your mind that you'll exit early, and if you actually do that, then you'll end up exiting early here. That's how an early exit happens. So what's the solution for that? There's a better solution where you only need about 50 minutes. Just 50 minutes. You'll only need to give 15 minutes for trading. Not that you have to sit for long hours, not that you have to keep zooming out to see where the setup is forming or what's happening. Just sample 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes only, and your trading is done. And just wait for the alert, enter the trade, and book your profit. That's it. So here I'm telling you about another setup that's quite easy, and you can easily enter and exit trades with it. In this setup, the failures of the 25 EMA are not due to EMA crossover hope failures. Let's compare both of them and see. All right, we'll keep comparing them from time to time. Where did we start this from? We started it from here. Yes, we started from here. So now let's turn on the QuantFlow Algo. Okay, we've applied the QuantFlow Algo now. You really don't have to use your brain at all here. Now, let's take a look at this. See, there's a crossover here. If we take an entry at the crossover here, what does the QuantFlow Algo suggest to us? The QuantFlow Algo is telling us that we're at resistance. If we had taken an entry here without confluence, then our stop loss would have definitely been hit. That's absolutely clear. And we can clearly see that there's resistance here. So we can avoid taking an entry here. Awesome. We already know that there's resistance here. Right. It already told us that this is a resistance area. We know it's a trap zone. So even though we got this at market closing time and can't really do anything about it, since we know this clearly, we can take a short entry here. QuantFlow Algo gave us a trap signal at the bottom. Here, it gave us a tape signal for confirmation, and this is our support. This is a trap zone. A trap zone was broken here. This is where our entry will be. Whoever takes an entry on the EMA crossover or uses the EMA, their entry will be made here. The entry will be somewhere around here, just like I taught you. And here, we know very clearly that if we use QuantFlow, we know exactly what's here. There's resistance. So if you already know there's resistance here, will you take an entry or not? If you do, and you repeat the mistake of the EMA users, then here's where you get cut off for your trade. As soon as you see it at the top here, it gives a trap signal at the top. this is a trap zone. And this is a resistance area. Where did I give you confirmation? I gave you confirmation right here. Suppose, even if I trade according to the EMA, then where is my entry point? It's right here. I'm already ahead of them. Am I already in profit compared to those who follow the 21 EMA or those who follow the EMA? Because I entered at a low cost, I sold at a high point. And how long did I hold? It's also clear that there's support from here to here, repeatedly from this point. From which point is it repeatedly trying to take support? So I can already exit right here. I'll exit at this point and book my profit and get out. And where will the EMA person exit? First, they'll enter late. And second, they'll exit late. You could have made 100 points, but 20 points were lost just because of the late exit. Let's look at this more closely. Let's see in more detail what it's showing us. Here it's clear to us. Yes, our support level is given here, and as there are multiple touches happening here, we can take a small entry with a stop loss at this point. And look, the stop loss wasn't hit here. As soon as it came here, and from this point, look, buying happened right from this point. Look at this candle that formed inside it. Where was our impact? Right here. And from that exact point, look, buying happened. So you can also see how well the confluence value support works. It's shown exactly here. And we know for sure that there's a cloud in the resistance here. And here we can easily shift our position and hold it comfortably. And in this, we have to work at multiple support levels. And see how much the SL has come? The SLV is quite small in this. When this zone breaks, we'll enter here. Here, resistance has been given, so since we already know, we can plan exactly where to exit because we already knew where the resistance is. And right here, as soon as the conditions are met, we'll make our entry here. And we also know where the institution's activity is happening. The institution's activity is here, the registration is here. It's reacting again and again from the same spot. Again, it gave a tape signal here, and just look at this. Like here, it gave a tab signal and retested. So we have a clear indication that our risk is very small, just this much risk. There's enough distance here too, so we can take an entry here on this. And it was actually good to take an entry here. If you do not want to enter here, then it is clear that you can make an entry at these 2 points. Here, we know it broke here and then came back. If you have watched my 30-30 video, I showed there how you can take an entry on a retest. Based on the OC formula, we can make an entry here. Here, if you look, it gave us a tape signal at the top. Right at the top, it gave a tape signal, and you can see the market fell from exactly there. If we look at the 21 EMA, the crossover of the 21 EMA happened here. Somewhere around here, it gave an entry. Where exactly did the entry form here? Around here at 1870. Those using the EMA would have gotten an entry here, already 10 points lower. Okay, with this, where would our exit be? Our exit would be right here, at this point. For those using the 21 EMA, the exit would be here. When there's smart integration in the market, we also need to be smart. Let me show you this in more detail. I'll explain it to you. Just keep watching. We'll do a little back test and compare both to see which one is performing better, whether it's the QuantFlow or the crossover. Although I've used 21 and 7, even 2015 and 2015 as well. I've also tested it in 21-10. Matching the performance of the QuantFlow Algo is beyond what an MA can do. Look here. Here's the crossover. If we only take the crossover entry, we know this is a trap zone. And right from there, the cut for no happened here, and it dropped, giving us a bottom packing. See here, it gave us bottom packing, and here a tariff signal appeared, and again, it gave us bottom packing. Again, there's resistance from here, a slight tape signal appeared, but our zone hasn't been broken yet. Keep watching how much holding there is, how much we can hold, how much is possible to hold. And here, keep comparing the email crossover as well. So according to the email crossover, was it possible to hold this much? Hey, bottom pack in. Look, a setup is forming at the top. And just like there was a breakout here, again, did I only get a sell signal? Keep watching here. Look. This is the performance of a QuantFlow algo. By the way, let me request another cup here. If you want to use it in 21 EMA and 7 EMA, then the rule for this is for 21 EMA and 7 EMA. Note down this rule, rule number 1 first. Don't take an entry on the crossover. Then after the crossover, we need a credit candle. There should be a proper candle, and we should wait for the next candle to close. Similarly, if the next candle's high is crossed, then we'll take a long entry. Actually, you can place your stop loss below the 5, 7, or even the EMA, or below the 21 EMA. The opposite applies for short trades. We need to wait for a green candle. As soon as the low of the green candle is broken, we have to take a short position. It might seem like the price will go above the 21 EMA or the 7 EMA, it depends on you. And the minimum target, 1 is to 1, it's to 1.5. If you want to use QuantFlow X, I've put the access link for QuantFlow Algo in the description. You can access it from there and try it out. And with QuantFlow Algo, you don't need to guess the target. It already tells you what the target is. As it's achieved, it keeps confirming it for you. And this is already our first target. Regarding the correct one, 3 to 1 is 251, 1 is 210, which has been achieved, and it's around this resistance area. So if we want, we can book some profits here and let the remaining position run to see how far it goes until a new signal comes or a resistance area appears. So we can let it run as long as we want. You can simply shift your stop here, so if this 1 to 10 level breaks, we'll exit right there. And here you'll notice, if you look here, there's a rest in the consolidation. 1 second, if you notice here, it hasn't weakened its previous point anywhere. So you can also tell from this, if you need access to off corn flow, I've put its link in the description, so you can get access from there. If you look here, there's a trap signal. It's the institution zone. See how many times it tried to break above, but it couldn't sustain even once, because large players are sitting here with their banks. If the big banks have sold here, then at any cost, they won't let the price go above this level. Oh, if we know this zone in advance, if we know this zone beforehand, then can't we also enter along with them? Obviously we can. We can enter along with them, no doubt about it. Does it come integrated with everything like AI, etc.? The QuantFlow algo gives you real-time results without any lag, and it has multiple layers that protect you from the volatility of every market. This is the institution zone here, so we also know that institutions are trying repeatedly here. There's resistance here, so they can push it down from here if I set it as a favorite for you. So I'm 100% sure that if you place your trade here, it won't show resistance here. I'm not saying this just like that. I've used my favorite for many years. In the end, I didn't have to let it go. And even if you use a trend line, have you tried using a retail line? So with a trend line, there's nothing confusing like marking a line here or pointing there. Sometimes you think you've checked everything, you enter a long position, and then suddenly it dumps down and you end up being late. Yes, if you match the points properly, like even if I match the points of the deadline, these days people make a score box, and if I consider that a valid point, then see, if I entered here, it dumped right there. So that's it for now, folks. Take care.